Final home game of the regular season for the Carthage Firebird men as they play the back end of a home-and-home against the Elmhurst Blue Jays live from the Tarble Arena in Kenosha. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome into basketball here on AM 1050 WLIP. John Weiser with you as we get set for Senior Day today here at the beautiful Tarble Arena as 5 Carthage seniors play their final home game here this afternoon. 6-1 Elmhurst, the opponent. After dropping their first game against Carroll this season, they have won 6 in a row. Carthage, after going 3-1 to start the season, they have dropped 5 of their last 6 contests, including the game on Thursday down at Elmhurst. 69-66 the final in that one. Carthage in that ball game all the way to the very end. Neither team led by more than 6 in that contest. It was a classic Division III basketball game. Both teams fighting back and forth. Filip Bulatovich, a monster game for the Firebirds. 18 points, 14 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 assists away from a triple-double on Thursday night. Joshua Washburn found a three-point range in that ball game, went 4 of 8 behind the arc, finished with 14 points and 10 rebounds to also post a double-double. And Shawn Johnson, 10 points and 4 blocks. That is the third time this season he has had 4 or more blocks in a ball game. Meanwhile, the reigning player of the week in the CCIW, Jay Militello, with 15 points and 10 rebounds, posting a double-double. And also Dominic Jenko, their point guard, who pretty much drives this bus now for Elmhurst. 14 points. Ocean Johnson with 10 points and 3 boards for the Blue Jays. And really that's the case with Elmhurst coming in here. It was all supposed to be about Jake Rohde and his season this year, but an injury has kept him out of the lineup for all of this season. He is expected back next year to play for this Elmhurst team, but Dominic Jenko is the team leader right now in scoring at 13.9 per game. Then you have Jay Militello at 13.6 and Ocean Johnson at 11. Lavon Thomas with 10 points per game. So 4 players averaging in double figures for the Blue Jays coming into this one. Filip Bulatovich is the leading scorer in the conference right now for Carthage at 21.9. He's just a scooch better than Adam for Wheaton right now. Basically 1/10 of a point ahead of Adam in that scoring battle. So hopefully we could get Bulatovich going today, maybe win a scoring title as well. Carthage men know where they're going to play. They're going to be in the quarterfinals next week in the conference tournament. They will not be part of the play-in game, but they're just jockeying right now for seeding in that conference tournament. They could be as high as a 6th seed, as low as a 7th seed. It just depends on how things go here today. Well, we talked about what was a great ball game on Thursday between the Elmhurst and Carthage down at Elmhurst. Firebirds and Blue Jays putting on a great show in that one, and had a chance to sit down and visit with head coach Steve Jurkovic to get his thoughts going into the game here today.
Great college basketball game against 2 very competitive teams, and we wanted to end up on the right side of it. They made a few more plays than we did down the stretch, and that's why they're an experienced team. They returned a lot of guys from their Sweet 16 team last year, and even with one guy out, they're still playing 5-6 seniors. So they're a veteran team, and we're learning. We're still growing as a team, and hope to send the seniors out today the right way.
I think you got to be pleased with the response from your team. You weren't happy a week ago Thursday with the effort against North Central. You let them know about it. They came back. You won that game down at North Central, and you were competitive right down to the very end here against a Sweet 16 team in Elmhurst.
Past week has been fantastic across the board, and give credit where it's due. Our seniors do such a good job of making sure everyone knows what's expected of them day in, day out. And after the rough game against North Central last Thursday, beat them at their place, game we feel like we should have won on Thursday at Elmhurst, and a really good practice on Friday, which is always tough after a tough loss. And we bounced back better than I anticipated and had a good workout, had a good walkthrough this morning, and we'll be ready to go today.
So I look at the box score. I think I come away from Thursday's game saying, if you cut the turnovers in half and get to the free throw line, probably a different story.
I couldn't agree more. I thought if we won the board battle, we would win the game.
Yeah.
And they just got off beating up Augustana on the boards by 17, had 15 on the offensive end, I believe. And we did a really nice job there. Josh Washburn, at all 5'11" of them, had 10 boards. So that was something that we emphasized this past week, and are going to have to do it again today. They're big. They throw a lot of pieces at you. You'll look up one time, and they will have 4 to the offensive boards outside of the shooter. So that's how they play. But you couldn't be more right. We need to limit turnovers, something we've done a very good job of this year. Our assist turnover ratio across the board has been fantastic. Try to value the ball more on that end and just clean up a few things. There was a couple of possessions we wanted back. We know that, but I think we cleaned a little bit up yesterday and should be ready to go today.
It's a big game for Filip Balanovich. He's a tenth of a point in the lead in the conference scoring over Nemi. So or Adam, I should say. And so I think this is a huge game for him. He got a chance to win a scoring title here.
He does. We knew what Filip was coming in last year. He sat behind a lot of veteran players, a lot of experienced scorers, and this is his time. And we're putting a lot on his plate. And as much as I appreciate how much we need the points and the scoring at different times, he's 4th or 5th in assists, and he's 4th or 5th in rebounding as well. So he's really done a good job at becoming a complete offensive player, and he's still a work in progress. When he improves that shot consistently, he's going to be one of the toughest guards in Division III. I really think that, and right now he's a heck of a player, and he's got so much more room to grow.
Your opponent, Elmhurst, today, what do you need to take away from them? I mean, they, like you said, they crash the boards hard. Guard play is usually pretty good. Militello was the player of the week this past week in the CCIW. He's a tough one to defend. What do you take away?
We guarded as close to as well as we could last game, winning the board battle, which is the most important thing. If we keep them out of transition, their point guard, Janko, loves to push the ball, and if they get it going, that's the game they'd like to play. They'll rotate a lot of guys in, and we need to be able to physically withstand their consistent going to the boards, which is their style. It's always been the style at Elmhurst, whether it's Coach Scher or Coach Baines right now, and we need to make sure we can hold our own on the boards and make them take contested shots. I think the last couple games, if you've noticed our box scores, people have taken more threes, and that's something we've worked on the last 7-8 days, keeping people out of the paint, limit easy looks, limit putbacks, and make people take contested 22, 23-footers.
It's a big ball game. Let's go get one.
Let's get it done.
Steve Jurkovic, head basketball coach for the Carthage Firebirds, as they get set to take on the Elmhurst Blue Jays today from the Tarble Arena. We'll have the Anthem, lineups, and tip at the Tarble coming your way next, right after this 60 break. You're listening to Carthage Basketball on AM 1050 WLIP.
John Weiser back with you here at the Tarble Arena, live as we get set for basketball this afternoon. Carthage and the Elmhurst Blue Jays. As we look at the standings, we had them up earlier. I'll get those back up on the screen here for us, those of you on the video feed here on the live.carthage.edu. Wheaton at 10-0 and Illinois Wesleyan at 5-0. Then you have Elmhurst at 6-1. Now what's going to happen is after today's game, the seedings for the tournament will be decided based on the placement as of today. So you have Milliken taking on Illinois Wesleyan today. Augustana is at Carroll, and Wheaton and North Central playing an evening game tonight. So we will follow as best we can. But Carthage right now at 4-6 is in a tie with Carroll for 6th place in the CCIW, and they split their season series with Carroll. So a win today would certainly help bolster Carthage, get them into that 6th spot where they could end up facing Elmhurst for a 3rd time next Thursday in the quarterfinals at Elmhurst. If they finish 7th, Carthage then would take on the number 3 seed, and that would be that could be Illinois Wesleyan, number 2 seed, I should say, Illinois Wesleyan. So we'll see how that works out here this afternoon. On this end. For the women's end, we're told that the Carthage Firebird women in their game down at Elmhurst today, a win by the Firebirds, they would cement the 8th spot and would definitely be hosting that 8-9 play-in game. If they lose, they would need North Central to lose to hang on to that 8th spot, and then they would host North Central here on Tuesday. We'll talk more about that as our game progresses here today. Carthage and Elmhurst from the Tarble Arena as we get set for the final home game for the Carthage men this season. Right now we're getting set for our national anthem. We'll take it down to the floor and the PA announcers.
And now, please direct your attention to the American flag located at the north end of the arena. It draped the coffin of Captain Frank Vavrin, a former Carthage student who died in Vietnam in 1970. The flag is a gift to the college from his parents. In remembering Captain Vavrin, we pay tribute to all who have sacrificed their lives for our country and honor those who today have put themselves in harm's way in service to America. And now at this time, please rise and move your caps for the playing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts which was so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And no fans in attendance here today at the Tarble Arena, just the players. And because it is senior day, the seniors were allowed to bring their family in for their honors here today. So let's get you the starting lineups for the Elmhurst Blue Jays.
Park, Illinois, number 2, Ocean Johnson. At guard, a 6'3" senior from Zionsville, Indiana, number 10, Dominic Jenko. At forward, a 6'6" sophomore from Southlake, Texas, number 15, Jonathan Zapinski. At forward, a 6'5" senior from Bellwood, Illinois, number 23, Levon Thomas. And at forward, a 6'4" senior from Elmwood Park, Illinois, number 24, Jay Militello. The head coach of the Blue Jays is John Baines. He's assisted by Peyton Wyatt, John Chang, and Tyler Pierce. And now, introducing your Carthage Firebirds! At guard, a 6-foot senior from Wheeling High School, hailing from Arlington Heights, Illinois, number 10, T.J. Bass. At guard, a 5'11" senior from Indian Trail High School, hailing from Kenosha, Wisconsin, number 12, Joshua Washburn. At center, a 6'11" senior from Notre Dame College Prep in Chicago, Illinois, number 34, Shawn Johnson. At forward, a 6'4" senior from Forest Hills High School, hailing from Ada, Michigan, number 33, Kyle Pierce. And at forward, a 6'5" sophomore from Maine South High School, hailing from Harwood Heights, Illinois, number 11, Philip Bulatovich.
So it'll be Best, Bulatovich, Washburn, Pierce, and Johnson for the Firebirds. Ocean Johnson, Jenko, Zapinski, Levon Thomas, and Jay Militello for the Elmhurst Blue Jays. 146th meeting between these two schools. First played in 1932. Carthage holds the 86-59 lead in the series, but the Blue Jays have won 5 of the last 6 and 6 out of the last 10 matchups. The team split last year. Blue Jays winning here at the Tarble 88-84. Carthage winning at Faginal Hall 81-77. Johnson set to jump center for Carthage. He will go up against Ocean Johnson for Elmhurst. Sweet 16 appearance last year before the tournament got shut down due to COVID. And the opening tip won by Shawn Johnson. Carthage will bring it across. The home whites with the red numerals, red lettering, Blue Jays in the blue jerseys, blue shorts, and the navy blue lettering and numerals. Bulatovich on the right side, back down the paint for Pierce, lays it up and in. Bulatovich to Pierce. Pierce with the finish, and Carthage on top 2-0. Carthage opening up man-to-man. Militello going to the paint, turnaround shot below the free throw line. Good for Jay Militello. 6'4" senior, player of the week this week in the CCIW, ties the game at 2 apiece. Washburn, top of the circle. Swing to Belanovich, left side 3, misses, and the rebound to Militello. He'll push it up in transition. Militello sets it up right side to Ocean Johnson, near side Jenko. Jenko, the transfer out of Bethel, Indiana. NAIA school, the Pilots down there. As a jump shot from the right side won't go for Levon Thomas. Carthage gets the rebound. Best will push it up. TJ Best works it off to Washburn, dumps it into the right block. Working on Thomas is John Johnson. Back out to Washburn. He'll fire the 3 and he'll knock it down. Double team on Johnson, not a problem when you kick it back out to Washburn. They were late getting in front of him, and he's able to drop the 3. 5-2, Firebirds. Levon Thomas now. They work it through to Jenko. To the free throw line, jab step in Best. Now gets it off to Zapinski. Jonathan Zapinski working on Kyle Pierce, flips it up with the left hand and good. Pretty good defense by Pierce that time. Stayed with him, just a better shot by Zapinski. First 2 for Zapinski, 5-4, Firebirds. Johnson turnaround shot at the right block is good, going over Lavelle Thomas. 7-4. Levon Thomas with the basketball right side to Militello. Driving, gets it into the paint, falls down, kicks it back out to Thomas on the wing left side. Drives the paint, gets in deep, fadeaway shot in the paint, won't fall. Kyle Pierce trying to get the rebound, and he was fouled from behind by Zapinski. First foul of the ball game, it'll go against the Blue Jays. Carthage will bring it up full length, leading by 3. Now Johnson working the right side. Works it around left side now to Belanovich. Out of the left corner, pulls the dribble. Now to Johnson at the left block, working on Thomas. Turns, spins, right hand shot, no good. Thomas with the rebound. They'll push it up. Jenko coming down the right side, will circle back, gives it to Thomas, fakes the 3-pointer. Now gets it to Militello right side. They switch off. Johnson guarding Militello. They get it, trying to get it back to Thomas, throws it away. Looking for Thomas, who was working on Belanovich that time and didn't step out to receive the pass, and it goes out of bounds. First turnover of the game for the Blue Jays. TJ Best will walk it across. Now gets it to Belanovich. Top of the circle. Kick to the left corner and TJ Best. Left wing now, Washburn, guarded by Militello. Now driving, losing control, got the ball back. 10 on the shot clock here. Now an open 3, top of the circle, Washburn missing. Ball tipped, Johnson had it, was poked out of his hand into the backcourt. Washburn will flag it down. Militello poked it away from Johnson that time. Now Washburn right side. Kyle Pierce trying to get after it. Ocean Johnson has it, and we got a travel. Nope, got a held ball. Got a held ball. Possession arrow back to Elmhurst as Pierce was battling Ocean Johnson for that loose ball at midcourt. Ocean Johnson appeared to have it, got it hung on his hip, and Pierce got in there with a hand to tie him up. Pierce will come out now as they'll make a sub here. Garrett Horner, the freshman out of Wheaton North, will check in. Horner, the 6'4" freshman, pretty good three-point shooter in high school. Checks it now for Carthage. Firebirds up 7-4. Blue Jays will inbound. Jenko with it to Thomas, working left side now, Zapinski. Lob inside looking for Thomas, deep underneath the basket. Has to kick it back out, finds Jenko top of the circle. Good defense by Carthage there. Now Thomas over Johnson, that one is short. Battle for the loose ball inside. Zapinski able to knife his way in, pinch the board and tip it on low right. 4 points for Zapinski. And a very good rebounding team. +8, number 1 in the conference in rebound differential coming into the game today. Best to Johnson, free throw line jumper, good. Johnson with that short range jumper working early. 4 points for Shawn, 9-6 Firebirds. Jenko below the free throw line to Zapinski, around to Thomas, fakes, now puts it on the floor. Cut off by Johnson, has to flip it out to Ocean Johnson. 8 on the shot clock for the Blue Jays. Thomas now, again, a little jab step, working on Shawn Johnson. Puts it up over Johnson, missing. Bulanovich with the rebound, clears it out to Washburn. Washburn now driving, turning at the free throw line, and hits. Little pirouette at the free throw line for Washburn. He's got 5. The lead is 5 for the Firebirds. Played 5 minutes here at the Tarble Arena. Militello around Horner, gets around Johnson. Bounce feed into the paint, cutting through and laying it in is Jenko. Dominic Jenko, the transfer from NAIA Bethel, able to knock it in. His first 2 today. 11-8. Now Horner, right side Bulanovich high on the right wing. Now reversing left side to Washburn on Militello. Backs it off to the center circle. Now cut through into the corner. Best for 3. That one rolls around and off. No good. Battle for the rebound inside. Last to touch it was Zapinski. Rolled down the arm of Horner. Zapinski was trying to nail it, and it goes off his hands. Carthage possession with 20 on the shot clock. Ibrahim Job in, as well as Wesley Hooker for the Blue Jays. Hal Zarak in as well for the Firebirds. They look inside to Johnson, and the pass from Bulanovich goes through the hands of Johnson out of bounds, and the second turnover for the Firebirds. 14-15 to play, first half. Firebirds up by 3. Militello, step back 3 off the left wing is short. Rebound caroms to Johnson underneath for Carthage. Kind of a funky carom that time. Hit the front of the rim and went straight down to the floor. Johnson was able to grab it before it hit the floor. Now Horner around to Best on the left side. Up top, Zarak, the lefty for 3. That one is short, and the rebound pulled in by Job. Gets it off to Jenko to the free throw line. Lost the dribble. Collided with Zarak, and the foul will go on Kyle Zarak as he got pinned to the floor that time with the basketball. And Zarak, reaching for that ball, commits the foul. Team fouls even at 1 apiece. Washburn will come back in, replacing Bulanovich. Also out there now, Bryce Drews for Elmhurst. This is Job. Steps through the screen, gets it off to Jenko. Jenko, step back 3 over Zarak. No good. Battle for the rebound tip. And picked up here on the near side by Luke Barich. Just into the game. Barich now started a couple of ball games earlier, coming off the bench lately. Wants to take the shot and does. Had a flyby attempt that time by Job, trying to disrupt the shot. He just waited for him to go by and reloaded, set his sights and hit. Now three-pointer top of the circle goes down for the Blue Jays. Wesley Hooker, sophomore to Downers Grove South, gets into the scorebook today. 13-11, Firebirds, under 13 minutes to play, first half. Good pace to this ball game today. On the drive, Horner, step, gets it off to Johnson, driving in right side, count it, and 1 for the senior, Shawn Johnson, on a nice move off the right block, but credit the penetration by Horner that time, coming down the left side. Defense went to him. They got it to Johnson, and they were late to react. And a 3-point play upcoming for Shawn Johnson. Foul will go on Job, his first, second on the team. Johnson now for the and 1. It's a little short, but bounces over the rim and through, and he will check out. We'll get our first look at a freshman here for Carthage, Anthony Bernaro, out of Indian Trail High School. Bernaro, the son of women's head basketball coach Tim Bernaro, out there for the first time now for the Firebirds. 16-11 Carthage. Drews gets it off to Jenko. Free throw line jumper over Zarak. Rolls off, no good. Rebound Horner inside for the Firebirds. Carthage an 8-5 advantage right now on the glass thus far. Zarak for 3, right corner. That's an air ball miss, picked up underneath by Hooker. Wesley Hooker quickly down the right side. Gets it to Jenko, reversing left corner. Militello for 3, got it. Good ball movement that time on transition between Hooker and Jenko, finding Militello open in the left corner for the triple. 5 points for Militello. 2-point deficit for the Blue Jays. We got a whistle and a foul as Barich was trying to cut through the paint, got hung up that time by Bryce Drews. Drews with the foul, his first, third team. Levon Thomas will check back in for the Blue Jays. Carthage will inbound with 22 on the shot clock as Bernaro handles it. Gets it into the left corner to Washburn. Washburn, step back three left side, barely drew iron through the hands of Bernaro, and it's picked up by Drews. He leaves it for Thomas. Thomas back to Drews. Lefty puts it down on the floor. Trying to get around Barrich. Gets hard to the basket. Fell down. No foul as he got tangled up with Barrich. Barrich is slow to get up as Horner brings it back down the other way. And we got a timeout now as Barrich, I think, had the wind knocked out of him. I think he fell on the heel, the right heel of Drews underneath the basket as he was trying to take that one away. Zach Tabbs, the trainer for Carthage, looking at him now underneath the basket to my left. That'll leave a mark. Collided underneath with Drews. Ocean Johnson will check back in, replacing Jenko. They'll throw it into the backcourt with TJ Best back into the lineup now, along with Belatovich for Carthage. Belatovich, top of the circle. Left side it goes. Best. Back to Washburn. Washburn on the drive. Curls, goes up with the left hand, couldn't get it to fall. A tip action, no good. And a whistle, and it goes off of Bernaro out of bounds to the Blue Jays. Tried to get in there to get that rebound and went right off his shoulder, hit that padding behind the basket there. 2-point game, chance to tie or take the lead here for the Blue Jays. They have yet to lead today, but it's broken up by Washburn in the backcourt. He'll chase it down and lay it up and in. Quick hands by Joshua Washburn on the poke out and the basket the other way. 4-point lead. 18-14. Thomas working on Bernaro, traveled. He felt Bernaro behind him, was going to try and put a move on him, turned to his left, but he forgot to put the ball on the floor. Went off on a little trip his own on a travel. Third turn by the Blue Jays today. And they don't turn it over all that much. As they get it inside, Bulatovich missed the shot, and the rebound picked up inside by Zapinski. Gets the return pass off to Ocean Johnson. Working the dribble on Bulatovich, gets it back to Zapinski. Now to Thomas. Bernaro working on him, facing the basket, drives out of the right corner, bounces into the paint, shot blocked by Bernaro inside. Taken away by Best, down the floor to Washburn across midcourt. To Belatovich right side. Driving the paint, gets in, flips to the right hand, no. Battle for the loose ball, Zapinski comes away with it. 3-on-1 the other way. They try and go back the other way, broken up by Best, nicely done. They're going to go with the alley-oop that time from Drews to Walker. Or Wesley Hooker, I should say, and it was broken up by TJ Best and a quick hand move that time. Thomas now below the arc, leaves it for Hooker. Penetrates, jump stop, goes to the basket and draws the foul. Last line of defense was Anthony Bernaro, and he picks up the foul, his first. Team foul number 2, and this will put Wesley Hooker at the line for the Blue Jays. He's been in his 7th game, coming off the bench. First free throw is good for Hooker. 67% shooter at the line this season. About 16 minutes per game, averaging 7 points per contest. Drews will come out. As coming in for the Blue Jays now is Miles Thomas, sophomore out of Leo High School in Chicago. That one falls off, no good. The rebound, TJ Best. He'll give it to Belatovich. Firebirds by 3 halfway through our first half. Belatovich now driving, gets around Thomas, lays it up and in. Mismatch there. The quickness of Belatovich and a near steal in the backcourt by Washburn off the inbound. Now Levon Thomas with the top of the circle to Zapinski, to Ocean Johnson out of the left corner. Driving, runs up, overlays, battle for the loose ball underneath. Thomas comes away with it, goes back over Bernaro. And Anthony Bernaro said, hey, I had my feet planted and I just went straight up. Got called for the foul. Second straight on Bernaro, third on the team, and Levon Thomas going to the free throw line. That was the difference in the game Thursday. Carthage only getting 2 free throw attempts in that contest. Shawn Johnson will check back in for Bernaro. I think that's what Steve is having a little nice private conversation with the official, just saying, hey, my guys are driving the basket just as hard. Need to get something for the effort. Thomas, a 55% shooter from the line. They're wiping something off the ball here. That's the delay. One more free throw here for Thomas. That one rattles in and good. Job will check back in now, replacing Thomas for the Blue Jays. It's a 3-point game, 20-17 in favor of the Firebirds. Horner will get it in to Belatovich. Horner, Belatovich, Best, Johnson, and Washburn. Belatovich with the dribble, top of the circle, looking inside for Johnson. Made the cut in and was fouled by Zapinski, trying to step into that pass and lay it up. Shawn Johnson back to the line for the Firebirds. Second foul on Zapinski. Fourth on the team. Johnson for 2. He's got 7 points this afternoon. Missing on the front end. It's another area the Firebirds need to work on is the free throw shooting. As a team, 61%. That's 9th. In a 9-team conference, that's not good. Johnson hits the second of 2. He has 8, 21-17 Carthage. 9:15 to play here in the first half. Good pace to this game here this afternoon. Militello working on Horner. Back out to Hooker. Hooker left side wants the 3 over Best. That one skips off, no good. Belatovich with the rebound. Carthage doing a good job on the glass here so far. 12-10 advantage on the Karam. Belatovich's pass broken up by Ocean Johnson. Back to Belatovich, now to Washburn. 16 on the shot clock as they get it to Belatovich right side. Back up top to Horner. Left side now, Washburn. Well behind the arc. Carthage now on the drive. Washburn had it knocked out of his hand, but he was fouled on the drive to the basket. Ocean Johnson got him across the arm, trying to take the ball away. Oh, Militello getting that foul. I thought that was going to be on Johnson. John Baines had the same reaction over there. But Washburn on the line, 7 points this afternoon for the senior. We'll have the senior announcements in the for Senior Day coming up at halftime today. We did a little differently in the women's game on Thursday at the end of the game, but we will honor the seniors at halftime here today. One more toss for Washburn. Hit them both. 9 points for Joshua Washburn. Largest lead of the game at 6, much like the game at Elmhurst. Neither team has led by more than 6 today. Elmhurst has yet to lead, but Carthage no more than a 6-point lead as Jenko fires up the shot, no good. Rebound pulled away. Blue Jays just 6 for 18 now from the field. Belatovich off the screen from Johnson will shoot over the top and hits. Top of the circle, 3-pointer for Belatovich, the conference's leading scorer with 5 here today. 26-17, largest lead of the game for the Firebirds. Now Militello, jab step below the line, gets it back out to Jenko, guarded by Best. Now to Ocean Johnson, to Hooker, around to Militello, down low it goes to Job. Ibrahim Job trying to get around Johnson and does. Nicely done defensively by Johnson, just a better effort by Job underneath to get to the rim. First 2 points for Job, 26-19. Now Johnson fakes the shot off the left baseline. Double team, recognizes it, gets it back out to Belatovich. On the drive, Belatovich bumped, puts it up. Teardrop won't fall. Rebound cleared out of there by Ibrahim Job. There's another case where Belatovich gets bumped going to the basket. Not quite getting that respect from the officials, get the foul call. 3-pointer rims out that time by Job, and the rebound collected by Best. Blue Jays 2 for 8 from the arc, as are the Firebirds here today. 7 minutes to play, first half. Belatovich spinning in the paint, leans in with the right hand and ends up drawing the foul. Could have called that 2 or 3 different ways there. He was bumped as he got to the paint. Then as he tried to maneuver his way to the basket, knocked off balance. Foul on Job, his second, sixth on the Blue Jays, and Bulatovic at the line will shoot 2. Free throw up and good. This kid's going to be something. Only a sophomore. Nemi Stoik in now for Carthage as Bulatovic misses the second. Now Thomas able to finish low, right? 27-21. 6:39 to play here in this first half. Carthage by 6. Bulatovic works it off to Stoik. Back to Bulatovic. Driving, going hard to the paint. Knocked off balance again. No call. The rebound cleared out of there by Militello. On the drive, Jenko able to weave his way in, and Carthage will take a timeout. Timeout, 32nd timeout taken here for Steve Jurakovic and Carthage. Carthage 10 for 22, 45%, 2 of 8 at the three-point arc, 25%. Meanwhile, the Blue Jays 9 for 22, scooch under 41%. Also 2 for 8 at the three-point arc. Shawn Johnson with 8, Joshua Washburn with 9 for Carthage. Militello with 5. Host of others with 4, your leading scorers. Rebounding, 14-13 advantage for Carthage. 2 turnovers for the Firebirds, just 3 for the Blue Jays. Ocean Johnson, Jenko, Drews, Militello, and Levon Thomas for the Blue Jays. Best, Horner, Washburn, Stoik, and Bulatovic on the floor for Carthage. Washburn, deep 3 off the right side. That barely drew iron. Saved by Stoik. He throws it up. Tapped in there by Best to Bulatovic driving right side. Puts it up. Couldn't get it to fall. Back the other way, Militello. 4-point game. Into the corner for 3. Ocean Johnson, no good. The rebound pulled in by Stoik. Now Horner, 3-point shooter right side. That one's off the heel, no good. Jenko with the boards. Too early in the shot clock there for that. Thomas for 3. That one is no good. Punch out back to Thomas. Drives the paint. Floats. Missing. Got his own rebound. Goes back up with it. Count it and 1. Stoik will get called for the foul. Brought the hatchet with him as he got caught in the air. Chopped at the arm of Thomas, and a 3-point play upcoming for Levon Thomas. Will cut it to 1 with the and 1 make. Free throw good. Blue Jays 4 for 5 at the line. Carthage 5 for 7 at the line. 27-26. Carthage lead down to 1. They led by as many as 9. 26-17. But a 9-1 run, and now a steal by Jenko down the right side. Jenko cut off at the baseline, and he threw it away right in the hands of Bulatovic. He was looking for Militello. Bulatovic down to Johnson, back to Bulatovic, low left, and the foul called. Well, 2-on-1 work between Bulatovic and Johnson, and Bulatovic unable to finish, but will get to the line as Militello commits the foul, his second. 2 free throws for Bulatovic. That one's good. Zarak will check in for TJ Best. So the hooker's going to come in for Militello for the Blue Jays. Free throw good for Bulatovic. Pulls his team back up 3, 29-26. Under 5 minutes to go here in this first half. Thomas to Ocean Johnson. The kick out back to Drews. Guarded by Pierce. Back out to Jenko now to Ocean Johnson. Zurak on him. Lost Zurak. Got to the paint, and I believe he traveled. Yep. Shuffled the feet before he dished the ball. Will go as a turnover, the 6th committed. Make it the 5th committed by the Blue Jays today. Zurak will bring it down, gives it off to Balatovich right side. To Pierce, reversing left side to Zurak. Contact in the paint. Drews and Balatovich. Now Balatovich with it. Working on Drews. Floater up and in. Right hand floater as he was mugged all the way to the basket by Drews that time. 31-26. Around a 5-point lead. It was down to 1, 27-26 a moment ago. Drews top of the circle. Works it off. Jenko. Getting past Zurak. Spinning past Zurak. Over Pierce and lays it in off the glass. Spun Zurak like a top that time and then got to the basket right side. Pierce tried to slide down and help out, was just a bit late. 31-28. Balatovich working on Drews again. Back to Johnson. Free throw line jumper for Shawn Johnson won't fall. Tipped by Pierce won't go. Ball batted out, and it went off of Pierce. It'll be Blue Jay ball. Garrett Horner will check back in for the Firebirds, replacing Kyle Pierce, and Luke Barrich also will check in now, replacing Balatovich. 3:37 to go. Carthage leading by 3. They've led the entire first half here. As much as 9. 26-17 with just over 8 minutes to play. Blue Jays were able to cut it to 1, but Carthage now with a steal. Poke out by Washburn. Coming back is Zurak. Zurak will lay it up and block from behind. Wesley Hooker got a clean block that time as Zurak elected to go up the right side. Back the other way, Hooker for 3, and he's a 5-point swing. Ties the game here at 31. Hooker with the block and then gets the bucket on the 3 the other way. Hooker working on Washburn. On the drive, Zurak again going up left side, got it to fall. He was hammered as he got to the basket. Finished it up, got it in, 33-31. Carthage back up by 2, 2:40 to play. Levon Thomas gets it off to Jenko, cut off by Zurak. Back out to Thomas, wants the 3, rattles off, no good. Thomas 0 for 4 from the arc today. Zurak will settle it down as he walks it across midcourt. 2:20 to go. Carthage leading by 2 here in this first half. Johnson inside. Turnaround shot over Thomas. Came up short. Rebound cleared out by Thomas. Now gives it up to Jenko. And they want a timeout. Timeout Blue Jays. They'll take a 30-second timeout with 2:06 remaining here in this first half. 33-31 Firebirds. Today's game brought to you in part by Lynch Chevrolet. Highway 50 just east of I-94, home of the $3,500 trade-in allowance at lynchchevroletofkenosha.com. By the Sandlots of Salem, Grill, Pub, and Sports Complex on Highway 83 just north of the state line. Daily specials, a Friday fish fry, and right now you can sign up for their spring sports league, sandlotsofsalem.com. 12 for 30, the Firebirds, 40%, just 2 of 10 at the arc. Blue Jays, 12 of 29, 41%, 3 of 12 at the arc. Balatovich with 10 leads all scores. Best, Washburn, Barrich, Horner, and Johnson for the Firebirds. It'll be Drews, along with Thomas, Hooker, Ocean Johnson, and Jenko. Thomas gets it off. Jenko to the free throw line. Back out. Drews for 3. Over Horner. Got it. And they take their first lead, 34-33, with just under 2 minutes to play here in this first half. First lead of the game now for the Blue Jays. Washburn for a deep 3. That one's no good. Rebound. Barrich had it taken away from behind by Drews. Back the other way comes Jenko. Now to Ocean Johnson for 3. That's a back iron miss. The rebound, Washburn. Able to step in front of Drews to take that one away. Minute and a half to go here in this first half. Carthage led for 18 minutes here. Blue Jays have come back. Inside it goes Johnson. Tried to flip it back out to Horner, and he was fouled. Johnson was on that pass attempt out. Bonus free throws here for Shawn Johnson. Bryce Drews with the foul, his second, over the limit. So 1-on-1 here for Johnson as Bulanovich checks back in for Barich. Johnson with 8 points today. And he missed the front end. The rebound pulled in by Wesley Hooker. Hooker to Thomas, middle of the floor. Left side now to Jenko. On the drive, Jenko cut off, back out to Drews. A flyby attempt by Horner, and a second time Drews able to knock that one in. Back-to-back triples by Drews. It's the largest lead now at 4 for the Blue Jays with under a minute to go. Now Bulanovich on the drive, going around Thomas. Again, a body bump, no call as he missed the attempt off the glass. Now Jenko trying to go the alley-oop. And a little too high up the ladder that time for Wesley Hooker. Goes out of bounds to Carthage. $20 on the shot clock, 30 on the game clock. Best pounding it out. One of the seniors will honor here at halftime. Going their offense now with 8 on the shot clock. Bulanovich on the drive, into the paint. Fadeaway shot, rolls off, no. Battle for the ball inside, taken by Drews. They've now taken a 24-18 lead on the glass. Drews tied up. Stolen by Johnson. Johnson coming away with it with 2 seconds, with 1. He'll lay it up and in at the horn, and Carthage will trail by 2 here at the break. They get the steal near midcourt. Johnson was able to break free and got it through before the red light went on behind the backboard. And so Carthage, having led for 18 minutes of this first half, find themselves down 2 here at halftime. 37-35. Blue Jays will step out. Tom, we're going to take a 2-minute break and come right back here to the Tarble Arena right after this on AM 1050 WLIP. Carthage Firebird basketball this afternoon on 1050 WLIP is brought to you by Francetic Tax Resolution. Don't get frantic, get Francetic. Call 262 or go to 262tax.com. cf.com. Fantastic tax service. Dickey's Barbecue Pit. Dickey's Barbecue Pit in Kenosha is located on 74th Place, just off of I-94. The answer to your search for great barbecue. Open today till 9, 262-287-9889. Dickey's Barbecue Pit. And by Harbor Park Health and Fitness. Stay tuned. Following our game today, we will have our Harbor Park Health and Fitness Player of the Game, brought to you by Harbor Park Health and Fitness, 3417 14th Avenue in Kenosha. That's 1 mile south of the Carthage campus. Personal training and boot camp classes, yoga, CrossFit, and more. See their website at harborparkcf.com. Harbor Park Health and Fitness, healthy, happy community. John Weiser back with you at the Tarble Arena. Halftime, Carthage trailing 37-35. They led by as many as 9, but a comeback here by the Blue Jays. They took their first lead, and at 37-30, or I should say at 33-31 on a three-pointer, and by Drews, a pair of three-pointers by Drews, got them the lead, led by as many as 4, 37-33, but a last-second layup by Johnson off a steal at midcourt, and that's our margin here at the break, 37-35 Blue Jays. Well, fans, today is Senior Day, and Carthage Athletics would like to take a moment to honor the 4 men basketball seniors who are playing in their last regular season home game today. Their hard work and dedication on and off the court have helped build the Carthage basketball program into what it is today. Carthage Athletics would like to thank all of the seniors and their families for all they have given to the program. Our first senior is number 12, Josh Washburn. Josh is a 2-year member of the men's basketball program. He's from right here in Kenosha and went to Indian Trail High School. A confident offensive player, Josh is currently second on the team in scoring at 13.5 points per game and is tied for the CCIW lead in three-point field goals made per game at 2.8. Never afraid to take the big shot, Josh scored 7 points in the final 5 minutes of the Firebirds' win over defending national champion Wisconsin Oshkosh last season. Josh also sealed the victory over North Central last weekend with 2 clutch free throws with 3 seconds remaining. Josh is majoring in business, has a 3.0 GPA. While he's undecided on his post-college plans, he did intern with the Athletic Turn Group, ATG, with fellow Carthage basketball alum Dave Mariani in California this past year. And in attendance today are his parents, Penny and Todd, his brother Kyle, and his cousin Shawn. Josh Washburn for Carthage College. Our next senior is number 33, Kyle Pierce. Kyle hails from Forest Hills Central High School in Ada, Michigan. He's a 4-year member of the basketball program and a team captain for his senior season. He's a tireless worker and an excellent teammate. Kyle has done so much for this program on and off the court. Kyle started the first 8 games this season, has played in 36 in his collegiate career. A standout student, Kyle is a 3-time academic all-conference selection. He's a member of the NABC Honors Court last year. He's maintained a 3.6 GPA as a marketing and management double major, and he just accepted a position with RHM in Schaumburg, Illinois. In the gym today are his parents, Chris and Renee, and his sister, Ella, and we congratulate Kyle Pierce on 4 years of excellent work here at Carthage College. Our next senior is number 10, TJ Best, out of Arlington Heights, Illinois. He attended Wheeling High School. TJ is also a 4-year member of the basketball program and another senior captain. TJ is the ultimate competitor and one of the toughest defensive players in the CCIW. He's appeared in 78 games for the Firebirds and is currently leading the CCIW in assists, averaging 4 per game. TJ also is in the top 3 in assist-to-turnover ratio. He's one of the hardest working student athletes that's been around this program and always has the team-first mentality. TJ was a member of the NABC Honors Court last year and will be again this year with a 3.5 GPA. He's a business management and marketing major, and TJ also has accepted a position at RHM in Schaumburg, Illinois. In attendance today are his parents Tom and Donna and his brother Michael. And our final senior is number 34, Shawn Johnson, out of Notre Dame College Prep in Chicago. Shawn, another 4-year letter winner for the basketball team and the 3rd senior captain on the team this year. One of the best big men in the country, Shawn currently leads not only the conference, but all of Division III in block shots. He already holds the Carthage career record with 228 blocks entering today's game. Shawn has also accumulated 746 points along with 550 career rebounds. He is the definition of a student athlete, holding a 3.8 grade point average, an academic all-conference honoree each of his 4 years at Carthage. Shawn was also a member of the NABC Honors Court last season. Shawn interned this past summer at Fairhaven Wealth Management and is still undecided on his plans after Carthage. And in attendance today are his parents Lisa and Dan, Grandma Jean, and Uncle Michael. Head coach Steve Jurakovic said about his seniors, quote, "I just want to thank this senior class for all their hard work and dedication over these past 4 years, but specifically this year. In the COVID era, nothing was certain, and these 4 student athletes were great leaders and ambassadors for our men's basketball program. They sacrificed a lot these last 6 months to get us to a point to be able to compete and play meaningful games, and I cannot thank them enough for that. All 4 of these young men will go on to do great things, and I'm excited to see what the future holds for each of them. They will always be members of the Carthage basketball family." And again, we want to thank all of our seniors for their hard work and dedication to the program. And I echo that. And I also want to thank Jake Denauer and the athletic training staff here at Carthage College. They have been busy since day one, administering all the COVID tests for all of the athletes on a daily basis, getting in here at 7 in the morning, getting these kids tested and ready to go, and we thank them also for their hard work in getting these kids out on the floor here today. A couple of scores in the CCIW. Illinois Wesleyan is leading North Park 28-23. 5 minutes to go in the first half in that one. Halftime between Carroll and Augustana, and the Vikings lead the Pioneers 41-31. And then we've just found out just prior to our tip today that the Wheaton at North Central game has been postponed for today. We can only wonder what led to that postponement. So that game postponed. Women are in action today. A big game for the Carthage Firebirds, and they are winning their ball game at Elmhurst this afternoon, going into the third quarter, 31-26. A win by the Carthage Firebirds down there, and they will hold the 8th and final spot regardless of what North Central does today. North Central is at Wheaton, and they have a 1-point lead at the half over the Thunder, 28-27. So Carthage may need that win to hold on to that 8th spot. If they get to that 8th spot, they will host the play-in game Tuesday. We will have that game here on 1050 WLIP at 6:45 Tuesday night, should the Firebirds host that 8-9 play-in game with North Central. We'll keep an eye on that as well. Breaking down the numbers here in this first half, as I mentioned, Carthage led for 18 minutes, but back-to-back threes by Drews, and his only 2 makes from the three-point area built out a 37-33 lead, their largest lead for the Blue Jays. And then Johnson with that layup at the end cut it to 2. So we break it down for you here on the team stats. Carthage 13 of 34, 38%, 2 of 11 again from the three-point arc today, struggling to find that long-distance shot. The Firebirds 7 of 10 at the line. Leading scorer for the Firebirds, Shawn Johnson with 10, getting that last-second lay-in as time expired. He's 4 of 7 from the line, and 2 rebounds, 1 steal, 1 assist today for Johnson. And Filip Bulanovich with 10 points. Bulanovich 3 for 11 from the field, 1 for 2 at the arc, and 3 of 4 at the line. 9 points for Joshua Washburn, and 2 points each for Kyle Pierce, Kyle Zarak, and Luke Barich. Anthony Bernaro and Garrett Horner and Nico Stoic did not score for Carthage, as did TJ Best in that first half, although Best had 3 rebounds and 1 assist. Meanwhile, on the other side for the Blue Jays, 14 of 32, 43% shooting, 5 of 15 from the arc, 4 of 5 from the line. Levon Thomas with 7, 2 for 10 from the field. He missed all 4 of his 3-point shots, but he leads his team with 7 points. Wesley Hooker off the bench for 7, 2 for 3, a pair of 3-pointers, and a free throw for Hooker's days so far. 6 for Jenko. Jenko 3 for 6 from the field. 6 for Drews. Those are the 3-pointers late here in the final 2 minutes that gave his team the halftime lead. Drews with 6. Militello with 5. Jay Militello, the conference player of the week this week, 5 points on 2 of 3 shooting, including a three-pointer in that first half. 4 points for Zapinski, 2 for 2 from the field for Zapinski, and 2 for Ibrahim Job. Job with 2 points as well. And that rounds out the scoring for the Blue Jays in that first half. Rebounding was even throughout much of the half, but the Blue Jays pulled away here and are +6 on the glass going into the second half. Out-rebounding Carthage 24-18 in the process. Leading rebounder for the Blue Jays was Levon Thomas with 5. For Carthage, 2 players with 3 each. TJ Best and Filip Bulatovich, each with 3 on the day. Carthage with only 3 turnovers in that first half, leading to just 2 Blue Jay points. Blue Jays turned it over 8 times, leading to 8 Carthage points. Points in the paint even at 14. Second chance points, Elmhurst with a 7-0 advantage off of that. And offensive rebounding goes a 4-3 in favor of the Blue Jays as well. Blue Jays with 6 assists, 2 steals, and 2 blocks in that first half. Carthage with 5 assists, 4 steals, 1 block. That was by Anthony Bernaro. And that is your hustle stat board so far through one half of play. Getting set now for the second half. Great pace to that first half by both teams. Like the way it got up and down. We'll see if that continues here in the second half. For Carthage, they need to continue to attack the basket. The long-distance shot is not going down again today, just 2 of 11 at the three-point arc. Would like to see them work a little bit more inside, below the free throw line. We'll see if that happens here in the second half. Bulatovich, Pierce, Best, Washburn, and Johnson. 4 seniors and the sophomore out there for the Firebirds. For the Blue Jays, Thomas, Ocean Johnson, Jenko, Militello, and Zapinski. Carthage ball to begin this second half. They'll work it right to left as we view it here. And we're underway here for the second half. Carthage trailing by 2, 37-35. Bulatovich with it in the right corner. Gives it to Johnson now in the right block. Working on Thomas, trying to back him down. Gets into the paint. Back out. Bulatovich, we got a push from behind that time by Thomas, who, as Johnson was ready to dish that one out to Bulatovich, pushed him from behind. First foul on Levon Thomas. First on the Blue Jays. Shot clock reset to 20 as Washburn will trigger right side. Gets it into Bulatovich. To Washburn, out of the right corner. 3, got it. Dead in 3. The heels on the corner. Now Ocean Johnson penetrates, gets it back out. Militello fakes the 3 on Bulatovich. Now steps inside the arc, fires, missing. Ball tipped out by Pierce into the hands of Best, and it's taken away by Militello briefly, and as Best goes after the loose ball, he collides with Jenko, and Jenko picks up the foul. For Jenko, that's his first. Second on the team. Physical battle out there today. Not for the faint of heart. Johnson now. Below the arc, spinning. Steps and he's fouled. So 3 quick fouls here on the Blue Jays to start this second half. Zapinski picking up the foul, his 3rd. Washburn will flip it up top to Bulatovich. Driving in his Best, back out Bulatovich. Open 3 on the flyby attempt by Jenko, missing. Militello gets the rebound. He'll push it up in transition. Now Thomas, short jumper right side. That won't fall. Rebound to Best. Kicks it up to Washburn. Left side. Rolls it into Johnson, left block. Back to Washburn. Open 3. Won't fall. Rebound, Johnson trying to dig his way inside. And they're going to call a foul on the floor, and it's going to go on the Blue Jays. It's going to go on Jenko inside as he was trying to fight his way through Johnson to get to that loose ball. That's the second foul on Jenko, 4th-team foul. So Carthage aggressively attacking here. Bulatovich wants the three over Zapinski. That won't fall. Militello gets the rebound. He pushes it up in transition. Militello with the dribble drive all the way in, shovels it off the glass and down from the right side. Got to stop the dribbler. Stop the ball and make him give that up. 39-38 Blue Jays. Bulatovich kick to Washburn right wing. Thought about it. Has Militello now guarding him. Johnson sets a good screen. Militello collided with Johnson that time. Washburn, fadeaway shot at the free throw line. That won't go as Jenko takes it away underneath. Gets it to Zapinski left side. Up top, Thomas fakes the three, puts it on the floor. Back to Militello, right corner. Now they reverse it left side. Jenko with it to the free throw line. Shovels it into Zapinski. Blocked, whistle, foul. Johnson got a piece of the ball, but he may have gotten the body that time. No, they're going to call it on Washburn underneath. Was going to help Johnson out that time, and he gets called for the foul, his first. Zapinski at the line for 2. Back iron miss for Zapinski. 0 for 1 at the line with that shot. Garrett Horner will check in now for Kyle Pierce. Second free throw down. 1 for 2 that trip. 2-point lead. Right where we were at halftime. 40-38 now in favor of the Blue Jays. Bulatovich penetrates. Skip pass. Right corner. Washburn. Works the dribble now. Step back three. Right wing by Washburn. Good. We said he'll shoot anywhere on the floor anytime. He's a threat to go up at any moment. 15 tonight for Washburn. 41-40. 2 for 5 now in this half for Carthage from the long ball. Jenko working off the Zapinski screen. Driving on Best. Fouled. Foul on the floor before the shot by T.J. Best. Got 2 hands on him that time. Best picking up the foul, his first. Second on the team. Wesley Hooker will check in now for Elmhurst. Jenko will trigger. 20 on the shot clock. Left of the basket. They get it into Thomas. Jenko coming around to the free throw line to Militello. Now to Hooker on the right side, driving on Washburn. Bounce pass underneath, all the way out to Zapinski. Back up top, Jenko. Jenko now. Bounce feed inside for the cut by Zapinski, and he was fouled by Bulatovich. Philip Bulatovich picks up the foul, his first, 3rd on the team, and that'll put Zapinski back at the line. That one goes down for Zapinski. Won't go on the second one. The rebound to Carthage. We're tied at 41. Bulatovich now off the Johnson screen. Cut off at the free throw line. Back out to Horner. Thomas steps out on Horner now. Cut him off. Down to Bulatovich. Working on Militello. Puts it on the floor. Gets past Militello. Try to lay it up. No. Tip by Johnson won't fall. And the rebound cleared out there by Zapinski. Long pass out. Looking for Jenko. It was intercepted by Best. Then Jenko came back in. Made contact with the ball. And then Washburn, trying to take it away from Jenko, was out of bounds when he made contact with the basketball. Good hustle on the play by Best and Washburn. Ibrahim Job will check in for Levon Thomas for Elmhurst. Blue Jays will inbound on the end line by the right corner. Jenko to the free throw line, back up top to Hooker. Step back three over Washburn. In and out, no good. Ball tipped back out. Washburn comes up with it. Takes it across midcourt. Want to get the ball back to TJ now. TJ Best with it right wing to Horner. Reversing left side Washburn. Hooker on him, now finds Bulanovic. Working on Drews, spinning on Drews, goes up. Couldn't get it to fall. Johnson with the offensive board to Washburn. Left corner three, got it. Johnson on the board, Washburn with the bomb, and Carthage with the lead. 15:46 to go. Timeout taken by the Blue Jays. 44-41, an 18-point game for Washburn. All set up by the offensive board by Shawn Johnson. It's the 5th offensive board tonight for Carthage. They're down 5 in the rebounding category, but done a good job here coming out with some energy to start this second half. They were down 2 to start the half, up 3 here through the first 5 minutes. And a wise old Division III coach used to tell me the first 5 minutes of the second half tells you an awful lot about how this game's going to go. Let's see if that holds true. I think that wise old coach listening in today. 44-41 as the Blue Jays bring it up. Militello gets it off to Hooker. Now to Job, back out top. Jenko, free throw line jumper right side, won't fall. Battle for the ball inside. Job comes away with it. Goes back up low right, overlays. Ball tipped through Johnson, taken away by Horner for the Firebirds. He'll get it back in the hands of Bulanovic, in turn will deliver to Best. Best working right to left, down the right side. Cut off by Jenko. Now gets it to Bulanovic, inside to Johnson. Johnson with a nice catch and a nice soft touch around Job that time to put it down. Ibrahim Job a little late getting over in that position. Now Jenko flying in. Kicks it back out to Hooker right side. Around to Militello. Now to Drews. Drews trying to work on Bulanovic. Backs him into the paint. Goes up with the left hand. Got it. Switched hands as he got in the air that time as Bulanovic had defended him off the right hip. And changed hands with the left hand. Lays it in. 8 for Drews. The lead cut to 3. Bulanovic back to Horner. Now Bulanovic again. To Johnson. Around Job. Lays it overlaid that time. Ball loose. Horner picks it up near side. Shot clock resets to 20. Tried to get it across to Bulanovic. Didn't have much mustard on it. Militello on the steal. Had it poked away, but the foul by Washburn. Militello didn't see Washburn coming in the right side and nearly got the steal as Washburn made contact with Militello trying to get the basketball. 4th foul on Carthage. They say he was in the act of shooting, so they're going to give him 2 here. Wow. Kyle Zarak and Anthony Bernaro will check in for TJ Best and Shawn Johnson. They are going to put Militello at the line here, shooting 2. And he hits. First trip to the line today for Jay Militello. Now has 8 points. Reigning Conference Player of the Week. Had 23 points against North Park earlier this year. His 10 rebounds Thursday against Carthage, a season best. He has 9 points here. Cuts it to 1, 46-45. 6 minutes in. Bernaro a deep 3. Got it! Anthony Bernaro from the top of the circle. Knocks down the 3, back the other way. Ocean Johnson responds right back. Timeout taken by Carthage. And what do we have? It'll be a timeout here for Carthage. Is it a full or a 30? It's going to be a full. We'll take a 60 break. 13:58 to play. 49-48 Firebirds back after this on AM 1050 WLIP. Just over 6 minutes into our second half, Carthage with a 1-point lead, 49-48. They trailed by 2 at the half. John Weiser with you here at the Tarble Arena. Final regular season game for the Firebirds. They'll be in the conference tournament next week in the quarterfinals on the road. Despite what happens here today, Bulanovic working on Militello. Missed the shot. He was bumped a couple of times and missed the shot, and then was cleared out of there by Job. Now Jenko with it, off to Job, driving in right side. Skipped through the paint, threw it off the glass, no good. The rebound, Bulanovic. He'll hustle it up. Leaves it for Zarak. Bulanovic, Zarak, Washburn, Bernaro, and Horner out there for Carthage. Best at the scorer's table will check in next dead ball. Now Horner cut off on the right baseline by Ocean Johnson. Back out to Bernaro for 3. That rammed out, no. The tap out that time by Zurak goes to the far corner. Taken away by Wesley Hooker. Hooker got the return pass through his hands and stolen now by Zurak. A little too fast going on right now. Now Zurak will settle it down near the center circle. Gets it to Washburn high on the right. Bulanovic there to set a screen. Elects not to use it. To Bernaro now. He'll leave it for Horner. Curls, gets to the free throw line. Back to Bernaro, now driving in left side. Scoop shot underneath to Bulanovic. He'll lay it up and in. Bernaro with the penetration down to the left block that time. Got caught double team. Was able to flip with the left hand to Bulanovic in the paint, who was able to finish. 12 for Bulanovic. Walker trying to go for Joe. Broken up nicely by Anthony Bernaro. Good job by the freshman out of Indian Trail. Stepped in front of Job that time, prevented that pass, and knocked it out of bounds. Best back in for the Firebirds. Levon Thomas back in for the Blue Jays, along with Zapinski. They get it into Hooker, top of the circle. Inside to Thomas, working on Bernaro. Knocked Bernaro down. Got an offensive foul as Bernaro took an elbow into the chin that time. Taking the charge just outside the halo. Checking out Bernaro, he's okay. Got hit in the jaw, taking that elbow. He's all right. John Baines didn't like the call, but clearly the player turned into Bernaro, who was stationary on the floor. Bulanovic. Back up top to Washburn. Now Washburn had it stolen. Jenko on the steal, back the other way. Best trying to poke it away from him. And Best got in there and commits the foul. For TJ, that's his second. 5th on the team. And it will be Blue Jay ball underneath the north basket. Got checking the shot clock here. Got everything set here. They won't reset the shot clock. It's at 28. With 12 minutes to go in the game, Carthage leading by 3. Thomas now working on Bernaro. Gets in the paint. Fadeaway shot over Bernaro and hits. Only way he was going to make that one. Anthony stuck with him right away. He had to take the step back and fade. 9 for Thomas. 51-50. Firebirds. Now Bulanovic to Bernaro, left side, Best. Back up top, leaves it for Bulanovic, now to Bernaro, left corner. On the left wing, Bernaro tried to force it back in. Went off the knee of Thomas. It'll be Carthage ball with 10 on the shot clock. Washburn will inbound right of the left of the basket, I should say, just below us. Throws it up top with 10 on the shot clock to Bulanovic. Free throw line jumper for Phillip. Comes up short off of Bernaro. Back to Bulanovic. He'll lay it in. An excuse me rebound for Anthony Bernaro on the offensive end. Off his shoulder to Bulanovic, who's able to finish. And a timeout, Carthage. So Carthage will take the timeout here. They have 4 remaining. The Blue Jays with 3. It's a full timeout. We'll take another 60 break. Carthage Firebird basketball. Firebirds leading Elmhurst 53-50. Back after this on 1050 WLIP. Firebirds lead it by 3, 53-50. John Weiser with you at the Tarble Arena here this afternoon. The women are in Elmhurst this afternoon playing the Blue Jays late in the third quarter. They lead it by 14, 44-30. And if Carthage Firebird women win and North Central wins, they are the 7th seed. If Carthage wins and North Central loses, Carthage would be the 8th seed. That's the scenario there. Win and North Central win, and they're out of that play-in game. They'll go right to the quarterfinals on Thursday. Thomas now inside over Johnson. Shot up, no good. Rebound, Horner off the right block. He'll get it to Washburn. Vladovic will bring it down. Blue Jays 4 for 11 from the field here in this second half. They try and go up, and a foul called as Vladovic driving in underneath left side got hit in the shoulder or head area that time. And that's the 4th foul on Zapinski. Vladovic at the line will shoot 2. 3 for 4 at the line today. Knocks down the first. Leading scorer in the conference coming into the game today by 1/10 of a point. The Wheaton game canceled. Their postponement with North Central today. Missed the second. Battle for the rebound. Militello comes away with it. Militello, Jenko, Thomas, Hooker, and Drews for the Blue Jays as they set it up. Militello high on the right. Guarded by Johnson up top. Works it inside. Thomas got past Horner and then got into Vladovic. And it's Phillip with the foul. That's his second. This will put Levon Thomas at the line where he is 3 for 3 today. First one up, rattles out, no good. Thomas with 9 points, 3 for 13 shooting. He's missed all 4 of his 3-point attempts today. I think he's put that shot back into the closet for the rest of the afternoon. Missed both. Empty on 2 attempts. Remains a 4-point Carthage lead. Best will bring it down to Vladovic, top of the circle. Feeds Johnson below the free throw line. Backing in on the left block on Thomas. Turns, had it knocked out of his hand. It's loose on the floor. Johnson has it. He has to get it back and stolen by Jenko. Johnson was on his knees. They could have called a timeout. Now Jenko on the run up right side couldn't finish. Johnson with the rebound. Back comes Best to Washburn. High on the right, pulls it back with Hooker on him. Now gets it to Best, uses the Johnson screen, lays it up. No, the tap in by Johnson is good. And we got what? Thomas hit the deck. And the bucket's gonna count for Johnson. What do we have? Basket interference, I guess, with the ball coming through. Wipe up some wet spots underneath the south basket here. Before play resumes, Carthage with a 6-point lead. They led by as many as 9 in the first half. led 18 minutes in the first half. Gave it up on a pair of three-point baskets by Drews in the final 2 minutes. Here we go. Blue Jays will inbound. Militello will leave it for Drews. Now gets it off to Jenko between the circles. Back out to Drews. Balanovich out on him. Now Jenko with it. Reversing left side. Hooker. Guarded by Best. Trying to get past Best. Slide flyby. Count it. And one on a flyby foul that time. Balanovich committing the foul. That's his third. Basket counts. 3-point play upcoming here for Hooker. So Wesley Hooker on the line. 1 for 2 today. Drops it in. The and one cuts it to 3. 56-53. Double digits now for Hooker. He's got 10. 9:24 to go. Best with it. Right hand dribble, takes it over the right side, leaves it for Washburn. Turns off Hooker, penetrates, kick to the corner, left side, Horner for 3. No. Rebound, Hooker. Gives it up to Militello coming down. Militello driving all the way in. Dumps it down low to Levon Thomas and somehow weaves his way past Johnson and lays it in. And just like that, it's a 1-point game. 56-55. Washburn for 3. That one is short. The rebound picked up by Militello. Carthage 4 for 10 now, shooting the 3 here in the second half. Ball broken up inside. Bulanovich had it. Foul's going to go on Hooker as he collided with Bulanovich. Each team now with 7 team fouls, so this will be bonus free throws for Carthage. Carthage women up 49-35 going into the fourth quarter. They need a win at best to hold on to the 8th seed, may climb up to a 7th seed, depending on what's going on down at Wheaton this afternoon. Missed the front end, did Balatovich. Rebound Militello. Chance for the Blue Jays to reclaim the lead here. Drews with it. On the left side to Jenko. Transfer from NAIA Bethel of Indiana. Spins. Tried to pass it inside. Broken up by Horner. It's loose. Goes out of bounds off of Horner. So shot clock won't reset here. 10 seconds to shoot. Jenko will get it into Thomas. Jenko just below the arc, fires, missing. Johnson with the rebound. Long outlet, gets it to Best, short of midcourt. Now he'll slow it down as we approach 8 minutes to go and Carthage leading by 1. And they dump it in. Johnson in the paint working on Thomas. Up with the right hand, curls around the rim and down. And count it, and Carthage will take a timeout. Timeout, Carthage. We'll take a break as well. 7:54 remaining. 58-55, Firebirds over the Blue Jays. Back after the 60 break on AM 1050 WLIP. 7:54 to play here at the Tarble Arena, and the Firebirds lead Elmhurst 58-55. Militello, Jenko, Zapinski, Hooker, and Drews for the Blue Jays. Horner, Johnson, Best, Bulatovich, and Washburn for Carthage. Following the Carthage timeout, each team now with 3 timeouts remaining, each team in the bonus. Possession arrow to the Blue Jays. Zapinski leaves it for Walker, or Hooker, I should say. Hooker to Zapinski. 3-pointer over Bulatovich, off the back iron, no good. The tap out attempt that time by Horner, and it's taken away by Best. Off to Washburn. We understand the men's game, Wheaton at North Central, was canceled due to COVID protocols for North Central men. And we've got an offensive foul underneath by Horner. Turns the ball back over to the Blue Jays. First on Horner, 8th on the team. Blue Jays will bring it up from the back court. So that Wheaton men's game against North Central in Naperville today canceled due to COVID protocols for North Central College. We'll see if that affects their game. They're scheduled to play Elmhurst on Tuesday. Kind of a remake for Elmhurst to get back in this as a 2-pointer just inside the arc from the right side by Jenko, who has 8. Cuts it to 1, 58-57. We approach 7 minutes to play. Best back to Horner left side. Now to Washburn. Left of the free throw line. Jumper good for Joshua Washburn. 20 tonight for Washburn. Blue Jays get it down quickly. Drews lost it, and it goes out of bounds. Drews was looking for contact from Bulatovich, who snuck up on him and was anticipating some contact and then lost control of the dribble out of bounds. Big turnover there. 13 today for the Blue Jays. They don't turn it over much. They get it inside. Johnson with the finish low right. Builds out a 5-point lead. Johnson with 18. 62-57. Zapinski leaves it for Militello. Back inside Zapinski off the left glass and in. Snuck his way back in. A little give and go that time. And the mismatch, Zapinski, the bigger player, found himself guarded by Washburn. 8 for Zapinski. 62-59 Firebirds. Johnson, low right, look out, clear the area. 2-hand rim rock and jam for Shawn Johnson. 20 tonight for the senior. Now Militello working on Bulatovich, spins, gets into the paint left side, kicks it back out, gets it back outside the arc, ran right into Bulatovich. He'll get called for the foul, his 4th. A little too aggressive, Bulatovich, and he's slow to get up. 4th foul on Bulatovich, slowly getting back to his feet, being helped up by Horner and Washburn. It was a little too closely guarded on Militello that time with 3 fouls. And he lived to win another battle here. Luke Barrich will check in now, replacing Bulatovich. This will put Militello at the free throw line, 1-1 here. That's the 9th foul on Carthage. So Militello at the line, where he is 2 for 2 today, has 9 points, 9 rebounds, working on his 2nd straight double-double against Carthage. Drops the free throw. This one to close within 3. Knocks down both. He has 11 points, 9 rebounds today for Militello. 64-61. Blue Jays back to within 3. 5.5 minutes to go. Got a whistle away from the play. Ocean Johnson trying to fight his way through a screen. Called for the foul, his 1st, 8th on the Blue Jays. This will put Washburn on the free throw line for the 1-1. 20 points today for Washburn. That one rolls around and in. One more toss here for the ITA grad. Makes them both. Closing in on a season best. That ties his season best. He had 22 against Wheaton earlier this month. 22 in the afternoon for Washburn. 66-61 Carthage. Jenko back up top. It'll go. Zapinski to Militello. Now to Ocean Johnson. Ocean Johnson with it to the free throw line. Caught off nicely by Horner. Out to Levon Thomas. Driving. Looked like he walked. Tried to shoot over Johnson. Missing. Ball tipped. Best comes down with it. Fighting Jenko for that rebound. Able to get it on the left block. And Carthage will walk it up, leading by 5. Chance to take their biggest lead here in the second half on this possession. Best to Washburn. To Horner. Working on Zapinski. Bounce feed Johnson. Turnaround shot over Thomas. Good. 18-footer off the right baseline for Johnson. He's got 22. The lead to 7 with 4.5 minutes to go. Jenko pops for 3. Rolls off no good. Johnson with the rebound, and he was fouled. Jenko trying to follow up the shot. Give Jenko credit. He knew it was off. He came flying in, was going to try and follow up his own shot, but Johnson got in position to snare the rebound, and Jenko picks up his 3rd foul. We'll walk it back the other way as Johnson now will shoot the 1-and-1. Each team will be heading into the double bonus now. 9th team foul on the Blue Jays. Free throw good for Johnson. One more here for the senior out of Chicago, Notre Dame. And that one is good. Season best tonight for Johnson, 24. Timeout taken here with 4:26 remaining, and Carthage now with their largest lead since midway through the first half. It's the Firebirds 70 and the Blue Jays 61. The timeout taken by the Firebirds. They have 2 remaining. You can keep up with Carthage Athletics by following the Firebirds on Facebook at facebook.com/Carthage Athletics, on Twitter at Carthage Sports, and on Instagram by following at Carthage Athletics. Scores in the CCIW men's side here this afternoon. Carroll made the long trip down to Augustana. They were trailing big in that one. Illinois Wesleyan was in Chicago today to take on North Park. That's been a close ball game back and forth. 45-42 early in the second half. Titans lead. Actually, that's an update now. 55-53 Titans. Augie now. Carroll has come back to cut it to 8. They were down double digits most of that game. 7 minutes to go. Augie 69, Carroll 61. As we mentioned, North Central had to postpone their game this afternoon with the Wheaton Thunder. Again, due to COVID protocols for North Central. Meanwhile, the women are in Elmhurst. They lead the Blue Jays 52-39 midway through the fourth quarter in that contest, and they need a win and some help to get that 7th seed. I don't think they're going to get that help as North Central is down 10 to Wheaton. But if they get that win and a North Central loss, Firebirds will host the play-in game here on Tuesday. Militello got past Horner, left side, lays it in. 70-63, Militello with 13. Washburn down the right side, guarded closely by Hooker. The ball knocked away, gets it back to Best. Best for 3. In and out, no good. Rebound to Washburn. They'll reload, pull it back up top. Washburn will dribble it back up to the center circle. Gets it back to Best. 3:40 to go, leading by 7. Washburn, deep 3, right side, got it! Washburn from a deep NBA 3. He's got 25, the lead to 10. Thomas for 3. That's way off. He's 0 for 5 today from the arc, and Carthage gets the board. Horner to Washburn. Clock ticking, 3:15 to play. Carthage leading by 10. Elmhurst with a 6-game winning streak coming into this contest today. That's in jeopardy right now. Barrich back to Best. 10 on the shot clock now. Best driving, going up right side, off the glass and down. TJ Best on the dribble, penetration, and the layup. 12-point lead and a steal by Johnson in the paint the other way. Carthage will bring it back. Best now out near the center circle with 2:40 to play. Carthage leading by 12. Washburn in the left corner. Pulls the dribble back out, uses the Johnson screen. Step back three over Thomas. That one is short. The rebound, Militello. Back to Thomas coming down the right side. Lost the dribble, goes out of bounds. Should be going back Carthage way. Looked like Thomas was the last to touch it. My goodness, I thought Thomas was the last to get a hand on it. They say it went off of Washburn. Bulanovich will check back in now. He has 4 fouls for Carthage. And Drews will check back in for the Blue Jays now. Let's see who he's replacing. He's going to come in for Levon Thomas. Boy, I'm almost convinced that that ball went off of Thomas. He was the last to touch it as it was sitting on the sideline near that right corner. Wipe up some perspiration in that spot there. That's what the delay is right now. 2:22 remaining. Carthage up 75-63. 5-0 run here. 11-2 run here over the last 3 minutes for Carthage. And they have their largest lead of the game. Trying to close this one out. For Carthage, trying to get back in the win column here and get some momentum. They're guaranteed to play Thursday on the road. They just don't know where they will finish up as far as the seeding process will go, and that Wheaton North Central matchup throws a wrench into that. Jenko now top of the circle. Back to Militello. Fakes the three around Johnson, drives the paint, lays it up with the left hand, and scores. Timeout Blue Jays. Going to try and slow this game down. 2:13 remaining, down 10. We'll keep it here. 15 on the afternoon for Militello. Militello now with a double-double today. 15 points and 10 rebounds, following up his performance the other night down at Elmhurst. 15 points, 10 rebounds in that contest. Ties a season best for Militello, 10 boards today. Reset it for you, 2:13 to go. Carthage by 10, 75-65. Next foul for either team puts the double bonus into effect. Each team with 2 timeouts remaining and the possession arrow favoring Elmhurst. 3 minutes to go down at Elmhurst, and the Carthage women are leading 54-41 in that contest. Boy, they've been so close within the last 5 games. 1 or 2 plays in those losses would have made a difference, and this would be a nice win for Carthage on the road down at Elmhurst. For those of you on the video stream getting a live look in with 3 minutes to go. Blue Jays calling the timeout. They'll re-enter with Jenko, Ocean Johnson, Militello, Hooker, and Thomas. Carthage with Horner, Bulanovich, Washburn, Best, and Johnson. Washburn with a season best 25 today for Carthage. Shawn Johnson a season best 24. Now they try the trap and they get the steal in the backcourt. Ocean Johnson to Thomas. Gets it up and in on the flyby attempt by Washburn. Got around him. So the press worked. Got the turnover, steal in the bucket. It's an 8-point game. Now Bulanovich trap. Tries to get it middle of the floor to Washburn, and he was fouled on the reach-in by Jenko. Jenko with the foul. That is his second. Make it his fourth, Fourth foul on Jenko. 10th team foul, so 2 free throws here for Josh Washburn. Part of that senior quartet graduating on senior day here today. Washburn misses the front end. First miss at the line this afternoon for Washburn, 4 for 5. He has logged 37 minutes today. That's also a season high. Missed them both. Militello quickly down the floor. Gets it back out. Hooker for 3. Rattles off. No. Johnson tips it out to Bulanovich. Gets it to Washburn, and he's hammered hard by Militello. Went to foul him, and he inadvertently hit him a little too hard that time, and Washburn back to the line to try and convert. Missed his last 2. He's a 76% shooter at the line this year. That one curls around and down. Second one good as well. This time goes 2 for 2, bumps it back to 10. Minute 44 to go as Jenko takes it across midcourt, left to right to Militello. Leaves for Ocean Johnson. Penetrates, gets to the paint, goes over Johnson, missed, rebound Bulanovich. And he's tied up in the paint. They try and go for the loose ball. We got a foul. Militello reaching across the body of Bulanovich that time to try and take the ball away, commits the foul. Check that, it's going to go on Hooker. Both he and Militello were in there trying to go after that ball. And this will be Filip Bulanovich at the free throw line. Double bonus now for Bulanovich. 56% shooter on the season. 4 for 7 today at the line. Good. That one true. 16 on the day for Bulanovich. Trying to wrap up the scoring title. He was a 1/10 of a point ahead of Mianimi Adam for Wheaton. Makes both free throws there. It's a 12-point Carthage advantage, 90 seconds to go. Jenko picks it up at midcourt. To Ocean Johnson, left side, guarded by Bulanovich with 4 fouls. Gets it over to Hooker for 3. That one's too strong. Tap out by Best into the hands of Johnson. Had it knocked out of his arms and a foul called. Coming across the arms of Johnson. Committing that foul for the Blue Jays was Ocean Johnson. We'll walk it back the other way for the senior Shawn Johnson. Close that door a little bit more firmly here on the Blue Jays. Free throw up, that one short for Johnson. 24 points, 8 rebounds today for Johnson. Close to his collegiate best. He had 36 points in the game against Greenville back in November of 2019. Missed them both there, however. Blue Jays get it down quickly. Shot blocked by Johnson that time on the attempt by Jace Bergschneider. Now we got a minute remaining. Carthage leading by 12, and these two teams appear to have split their season series. Carthage is going to get to 5-6 on the season. This will snap a 6-game win streak for the Blue Jays as they will fall to 6-2. Washburn able to dribble out of trouble. Now drives the basket, lays it up and in with an exclamation point for Joshua Washburn. As Horner will come out and Kyle Pierce will come back in. Seniors are going to finish this one up. The 4 seniors will finish it up on the floor together. And that's good job by Steve Jurakovic there to get Pierce back in and to finish this one out. Final 35 seconds, 81-67 Carthage. Tegan Pearson, deep 3 from the left side, that time taken by Jace Bergschneider. And he hits it. First points of the game for Bergschneider. 81-67, shot clock dark. Washburn handling the basketball. He'll just dribble it out. Carthage will get set for the conference tournament next Thursday. They will hit the quarterfinals. With the win here today, the seniors will go out on a nice note here today. as the four seniors finish their career here at Carthage at home on the floor together. Hugs all around. Johnson, Pierce, Best, and Washburn hugging each other as they make their way to the sideline. 81-70 your final here this afternoon. Carthage picks up the win. They now go to 5-6 on the season. Carroll, their 6-game win, or Elmhurst, I should say, their 6-game win streak snapped. They're now 6-2. Your final, Carthage 81 and the Blue Jays 70. We will step out, take a 2-minute break, back with our post-game programming, including a visit with head coach Steve Jurkovic. We'll do that following this 2-minute timeout on AM 1050 WLIP. Carthage Firebird basketball on AM 1050 WLIP, brought to you in part by Harbor Park Health and Fitness. Stay tuned. We'll have the Harbor Park Health and Fitness player of the game. Best Bargains Incorporated, Dickey's Barbecue Pit, Francetic Tax Resolution, the Sandlots of Salem, and Lynch Chevrolet. Let's head downstairs for the honor now for the seniors as they get their presentation here at the Tarble Arena.
2-year member of business at 3.0. While he's undecided on his post-college plans, he did intern with the Athletic Truth Group with fellow Carthage basketball alum Dave Mariani in California this past year. In attendance today are his parents Penny and Todd, his brother Kyle, and cousin Shawn. Once again, number 12, Josh Washburn. Next up, number 33, Kyle Pierce. Kyle hails from Forest Hills Central High School in Ada, Michigan. He's a 4-year member of the basketball program. A standout student, Kyle is a 3-time academic all-conference selection and a member of the NABC Honors Court last year. He's maintained a 3.6 GPA as a marketing and management double major and has just accepted a position with RHM in Schaumburg, Illinois. In the gym today are his parents Chris and Renee and his sister Ella. Once again, number 33, Kyle Pierce. Next up, number 12, TJ Best. He's from Arlington Heights, Illinois, and attended Wheeling High School. TJ is a 4-year member of the basketball program, a business management and marketing major. TJ has also accepted a position at RHM in Schaumburg, Illinois. In attendance today are his parents Tom and Donna and his brother Michael. Once again, number 12, TJ Best. And finally, number 34, Shawn Johnson. From Notre Dame College Prep in Chicago, Illinois, Shawn's another 4-year letter winner for the basketball team. He's the definition of a student athlete holding a 3.8 grade point average. An academic all-conference honoree each of his years at Carthage, Shawn was also a member of the NABC Honors Court last year. Shawn interned this past summer at Fairhaven Wealth Management and is still undecided on his plans after Carthage. Here today are his parents Lisa and Dan, Grandma Jane, and Uncle Michael. Once again, number 34, Shawn Johnson. Give it up once again for your seniors. Number 12, Josh Washburn. Number 33, Kyle Pierce. Number 12, TJ Best. And number 34, Shawn Johnson.
So the seniors getting their awards here following the ball game. And again, with the COVID-19 protocols, the families were allowed to come in today for that presentation down on the court. We were happy to bring that to you both over the air and on the video stream here this afternoon. Carthage a winner today, 81-70, the Firebirds over the Elmhurst Blue Jays. John Weiser back with you here at the Tarble Arena, and we'll have Steve Jurkovic will join us up here in just a little bit. There are photographs going on down below. But this was a close ball game, and then the Carthage kind of blew it open late here as they went on an 11-2 run, and that suddenly opened up a 10-point lead. And Blue Jays got as close as 8 a couple of times, but Carthage was able to go 6 for 8 at the free throw line here late and cement this one away into the victory column, snapping the Blue Jays' 6-game winning streak. They dropped their season opener to the Carroll Pioneers, and then they rattled off 6 consecutive wins, including Thursday night over Carthage, but had that snapped here this afternoon. Big ball games for a couple of seniors here for Carthage. Joshua Washburn, a collegiate best 29 here this afternoon, as Washburn went 6 for 8 at the free throw line, 8 for 17 from the field, 5 for 12 shooting the 3-ball today. Played 39 minutes. That's also a season high for Washburn today, but a collegiate best 29 to lead 3 players in double figures for Carthage today. Senior Shawn Johnson, another big day today. 24 points. That's a season high for Johnson from the field. 10 of 14, 4 of 6 at the line. 8 boards and a block today. Coming late, along with 2 steals for Shawn Johnson. So he will close out the regular season with 229 shot blocks, the all-time shot block leader here at Carthage College. So we congratulate Shawn with that. Filip Bulatovich with 15 today, got saddled into foul trouble, picked up that 4th foul midway through the second half, and only played 30 minutes today. He, coming in, was one of the conference leaders in minutes played, close to 38 per game. Bulatovich, with only 30 minutes of action due to that foul trouble, finished with 15 points, 5 of 19, 1 of 4 from three-point, 4 of 7 from the line, 7 boards, 5 assists today. A stat filler today for Filip Bulatovich. For the team, Carthage in that second half went 15 of 30, a solid 50% from the field, 5 of 13 from the 3. For the game, Carthage finished at just under 44% shooting, 28 of 64, 7 of 24 from the arc, and 12 of 17, or I should say a little bit better than that. Our stat page is frozen up here. Probably 18, somewhere in the neighborhood of 18 for 25, something like that, at the free throw line this afternoon. Jay Militello with 15 points. The leader today, a double-double for Militello, back-to-back double-doubles against Carthage. Militello almost the exact line from Thursday night. 15 points, 5 of 7 shooting, 4 for 4 at the line, 10 rebounds, 5 assists for the Senior Militello, the Conference Player of the Week this past week, posted some nice numbers here against Carthage in back-to-back ball games. We'll see if that gets him a second week run at Conference Player of the Week. He had 15, Thomas with 11, Hooker with 10, Zapinski with 8, Jenko with 8, Drews with 8, Ocean Johnson with 3, and Job with 2. 24 of 55, 43%, 6 of 20 from the arc. In the second half, 10 of 23, almost identical numbers, 43% in both halves, 1 of 5 shooting the 3 in the second half for the Blue Jays. Rebounding, Carthage down 6 at half, came back to win the rebounding battle, 38-36. Being rebounder today for Carthage was Shawn Johnson with 8, Best and Bulatovich each with 7, and Horner off the bench for 6 boards today for Carthage. So much better effort on the glass. Good job pinching there by the Carthage, particularly on the offensive glass. We'll break that down here in just a moment. Meanwhile, leading rebounder for the Blue Jays was Militello with 10. So Carthage out rebounding 38-36 over the Blue Jays. They get 9 offensive boards compared to the Blue Jays' 5 here today. Turnovers, Carthage 4 in each half. They finish with 8 today. Meanwhile, for the Blue Jays, they had 6 turnovers here in the second half for a total of 14. Points off turnovers, Carthage 12 points off of those 14 turns. Blue Jays 8 points off of 8 Carthage turns today. Points in the paint were even at 30 apiece. Second chance points falls back to Carthage, 10-7. And that was a great one here today. Another good pace to this ball game as Carthage follows up what was a good game Thursday, just needed to make 1 or 2 more plays at the end. We're able to get it done here today by a score of 81-70. With the victory, Carthage now 5-6. Sitting in 6th place. We'll see what the finals are coming up in just a little bit, but right now we're pleased to be joined by head coach Steve Jurkovic. And what a way for the seniors to go out here today. You found a way to close one out here today, and what was a good pace to this ball game, and you guys found a way to win it down the stretch.
It really was, and that's the first one of those this year that we finished the game and we closed it out in a game that we've been competitive with the entire year. So what a fun way to finish the year. The guys just played fantastic. Some of the seniors, their effort today. Kyle Pierce got us off to a good start. We know TJ is that consistent defensively, guarded one of the better guards in the league, Jenko. And what can you say about Shawn and Josh today? Put the ball in the basket. We put it on their back a little bit in the second half. And with Phil banged up a little bit, they really stepped through in the big way.
Yeah, they did. Washburn, I believe that's a collegiate best 29 for Josh Washburn. And keep saying every time he's on the floor, he's a threat to shoot it no matter where it was. But today he got it going.
There's some he shoots I might want back, but then they go in and you just shake your head and say good coaching. So he's, as I said in the senior script when you read it at halftime, as confident of an offensive player that you have. And he thinks every shot he takes is a good one and it's going to go in. And when they do, he's a tough guard.
You guys were tough in the paint today, too. Shawn Johnson with 24 points, 8 boards, and this was a battle. This was a typical CCIW game based on pace and the physicality today, and you guys won it out on both ends.
This is exactly how the game was played on Thursday, eerily similar to how it played out. And just by looking at some scores, it looks like we might be heading back there next Saturday for the tournament. Still a little up in the air, but man, the guys just played so well to close a game that we needed to win to protect the home floor.
Absolutely, and I think confidence-wise for your team, too. You've been close a couple of times, and you get to that point, and then that last 5 minutes, something happens. Tonight, didn't happen. You guys put it together, and I think it goes back to what you said, the confidence of the players you had on the floor.
They said in the locker room after, we're just getting started, and that's what they want, and it's funny to say after 10, 11 games, but they want to work. They want to get better, these kids, and they're just a fun group to be around that work hard every single day. And man, we got a bunch of lifts from different pieces today. Anthony Bernaro was fantastic. Gave Shawn a spell a little bit in the first half, and he was able to hit a 3, drag their big guy out to the three-point line. He was able to make an assist. He was able to guard Levon Thomas and force him into a little bit of foul trouble. And man, he gave us a big, big lift when we needed it.
He took that charge underneath the basket here where he caught the shoulder or elbow right in the jaw, and he stood in there and made the play for you and got the foul.
Anthony is a tough kid, and that's a big man he's going against. fans. So I think that's a reality check for Anthony CCIW basketball coming from high school, and he held his own and some.
Well, finals today, Augie held on to beat Carroll 73-68. North Park and Illinois Wesleyan are tied at 74 in Chicago with about 30 seconds left. You've said that North Park team is a tough team to play, and that's a tough matchup, I think, for Wesleyan.
They are so talented. They really are. The Boyds can play. Toby Merrick, when he gets going, he's one of the toughest guards to stop in this league, and we know it better than most. And their younger guys are starting to play a little bit more confidently, and they got a tough squad. Tournament the next few weeks is going to be fun. It's going to be a battle, and I think you're going to see a lot of games like you saw tonight, and just glad that the conference administration, everyone was able to make this work, and we couldn't be more excited to be a part of it.
I was going to say, Mo, and the decision up there to have at least a conference tournament, provided teams follow through with the COVID and don't have a COVID problem. Now, that may throw a wrench into things. Wheaton and North Central were canceled today. That game was postponed at North Central because of COVID protocol at North Central.
Heard that. So, we'll play the next team that's in front of you, right? And we're not sure where that will take us, what's the next step, but we're just excited that we have more basketball to play, and we're lucky. We'll have 5 days of prep to get ready for a conference tournament, and like I told the guys in the locker room, tournament time is a different atmosphere. It's a different feeling. Even with no fans, it's still a different mentality to the game.
Well, and you've played 12 games into this season now, 11 games, 12 games in, and it's like middle of the season for you guys. So you guys have played now. So I mean, now you want to keep playing because you're taking that what would have been 7 or 8 non-conference games. Now you're into that what would be the 4th or 5th conference game at this point.
You're so right. This feels like early January on a typical year, and I feel like there's some times where I talk to the guys and say, hey, I got to take it easy on your legs, and then I forget that it's not a normal late February year. This is a time where you should just be building up and getting to your strongest point. I think we're starting to play our best basketball, and we've shown that the last 3 nights.
Based on what I can see on the tiebreakers, you're going to finish 6th right now because Carroll losing goes to 4 and 7.
Okay.
You're alone at 5 and 6. North Central, depending on if they replay that game or not, they're scheduled to play Elmhurst on Tuesday, which should not have any bearing on the
it will not
on the
correct.
seeding. So based on what I'm looking at, it looks like it'll be the 3rd time around at Elmhurst next Saturday.
That's
it's a 6-3 matchup.
That's what it's looking like right now. We'll see if they decide to make up the North Central Wheaton game at some point, maybe Monday, to add it to the list. But either way, we're just excited to be a part of it and get some more basketball to be played.
So there'll be Thursday play-in, Saturday quarterfinals,
Correct.
Tuesday semis, and then
correct. And then
Thursday,
championship Friday the 12th, I believe.
Friday
it is.
the 12th. So, hey, Steve, this has been fun. I've really enjoyed broadcasting Carthage basketball this year, particularly your first year watching you grow as a coach, and I'm just happy for you that you've got a great position. You're in a good position right now to take this program to the next level.
I appreciate that, and thank you so much for everything you do, getting our brand out there a little bit more to the listeners, and we're just happy with the direction we're going, and it starts with the senior class like you got in this group, and they've really set the foundation for where we are hoping to go these next few years, and I think they set it from every day in practice, every day in open gym, every day in walkthrough, everything that's asked of them, they work, and we just got to continue to build on that.
Well, congratulations on the win. Good luck in the tournament next week, and we'll be following you.
Thank you.
You bet. Steve Jurakovic, head basketball coach for the Carthage Firebirds here this afternoon. The Firebirds post the 81-70 victory here at home. They split their season series with Elmhurst, and with the win, Carthage now 5 and 6 alone in 6th place. Carroll losing, they fall to 4 and 7 when they lost to Augustana. So really the standings with number 4 Wheaton sitting at 10 and 0. Illinois Wesleyan, pending that outcome in Chicago, they're in the final seconds of that game in the second half. They're 5 and 0, sitting in 2nd place. Elmhurst at 6-2. And looks like that's about to go final with North Park up by 2 late in that one. There's 1 second showing, and I think Johnny might say they probably pulled the plug on that. North Park probably a victory. If they do, they'll hand the 2nd-ranked Illinois Wesleyan their first loss of the season should North Park pick that one up, and it is a final, 76-74. The Chicago Vikings upset Illinois Wesleyan, and Wesleyan falls to 5 and 1. So the standings now: Wheaton 10 and 0, Wesleyan 5 and 1, Elmhurst 6-2, Augustana 6-4, North Central 5-5, Carthage 5-6, Carroll 4-7, North Park 3-10, and Milliken 1-10. And there are some games on Tuesday. Now, this wouldn't count in the seeding, but we'll see because of the cancellation of the game today between Wheaton at North Central because of COVID-19 protocols involving the North Central program. So we'll see if that game gets replayed on Monday and if that will have any bearing in the seeding. But we were told after Saturday's games that would be the seeding format used because there are some games scheduled Tuesday. Carroll at Milliken. Wheaton was to travel to Illinois Wesleyan, and North Central was to play Elmhurst on Tuesday. So we'll see if that holds true or not. Meanwhile, the women on the road at Elmhurst pick up their win, 58-48. Wheaton defeated North Central, so with the win, Carthage is in eighth seed, I believe. If Johnny can give me a yes or no, I think they are in eighth seed. They are the eighth seed, so they will have the play-in game here Tuesday. They will host North Central here on Tuesday night for the 8-9 play-in game for the women's conference tournament. Play-in game on Tuesday. Winner of that game moves to the quarterfinals on Thursday. So our next broadcast will be Tuesday with the Carthage women coming up on Tuesday night. It's time now for our Player of the Game, brought to you by Harbor Park Health and Fitness. And our player of the game today, none other than senior Joshua Washburn, with 29 points today in almost 40 minutes of work. Washburn, a collegiate best 29, surpassing his season best of 22. And he was 5 of 12 from three-point range, and he made some clutch shots in the second half. So congratulations, Joshua Washburn, the ITA grad, is our Harbor Park Health and Fitness Player of the Game. Harbor Park Health and Fitness, located at 3417 14th Avenue, 1 mile south of Carthage College. Harbor Park Health and Fitness, healthy, happy community. Well, that'll wrap things up here from the Tarble Arena. Coming up Tuesday, it's women's basketball, the CCIW play-in game. We'll have it for you both here on AM 1050 and on the video stream beginning at 6:45 Tuesday night. And then next Saturday, it's men's volleyball on the video stream as the Carthage men come back off the road as they will take on Milliken in a 3 o'clock match here at the Tarble Arena. My thanks to Tom Corso back at the WLIP studios. Mike Love, our executive producer of the video stream. John Voinovich, another outstanding job with our students here today. Tim, Marie, Lily, and Ian running cameras, graphic, and directing our telecast on the video stream. Nicely done to our Carthage student staff here today. I'm John Weiser, wishing you a very pleasant good afternoon. Stay tuned. Terry Havel, Rock and Roll Never Forgets, coming your way in just a couple of minutes on 1050 WLIP. Thanks for tuning in to Carthage Firebird basketball, heard exclusively on Kenosha's radio station, AM 1050 WLIP Kenosha. Good afternoon, everyone.